Nobody likes waking up and feeling like crap. I mean, who does? Huh? Can you name one person? But with GhostBed, you don't need to worry about that. At GhostBed, you'll find made in the USA mattresses with premium materials and backed by 20 to 25-year warranties. Plus, take 101 nights to break it in with their sleep trial. Listeners can get 40% off all products site wide. You can get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories, or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code Lewis at ghostbed.com/Lewis for 40% off site wide. Limited time only. Today's episode is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. How do you feel when you find a deal? Do you feel smart? Lucky? Excited? What about when you're surprised by a deal? Does it feel like you're getting a treat for free? Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Here's how it works. Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites, and when you check out, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. You just wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop, which I did recently when looking for neti pot salt. That's right, the site said it had a 15% coupon. Honey appeared with a coupon for 20% off. Can't beat that. Hey, and did you know that Honey doesn't just work on desktops? It works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/Lewis. That's joinhoney.com/Lewis. This could all go horribly wrong at any minute. Hello, and welcome to Lewis Black's Rantcast 125. That's the 125th Rantcast entitled Tick Tock. Yes, sirree. The sound of time passing tick-tock, and that extraordinary app that everyone loves and doesn't want to get rid of, even if they're being tracked. But we will get to that in just a moment. But first, let me just say messages from the rubber chicken, not even direct, not even a direct message. Nope, just I'm catching as I can. Rumor has it he is caddying this week down in Augusta for the Masters. I don't know how this could even be possibly happening. He knows nothing about golf. He has. I don't think he's got the feet for it. I don't, or I don't know how you carry clubs on a wing. It's just unbelievable to me. And I thought he actually went to the NCAA's to watch, Connecticut and San Diego State, which I lucky enough to be able to sit and watch last night. I'd done the first run at this Rantcast, and now I'm giving another shot because I think I was, just kind of rushing through it in order to get out there and see this. And I'm going to rush through it to get to dinner because that is almost as important at the NCAAs, which were an extraordinary event that I'm sad are over. And let me just say the women's Final Four and the whole women's NCAA tournament was spectacular, and hopefully has moved them into another echelon. And maybe on the basis of the this year's NCAA NCAA's for the women, maybe on the basis of how extraordinary, especially the Final Four were. One might think that they would pass the ERA on the basis of that alone. Okay, maybe they will. They should, and it cost more actually to get scalp tickets for that event than it was to get it for the men's event. So let's move on and let's get things into parity, and let's hopefully see the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill back in it next year. But I don't think so, because I think we're in a different landscape now, and we'll discuss it. I've already discussed it. No need to dwell on that. It's time to TikTok And yes, sirree, we have finally, all the time that had passed, and that's the reason I was saying TikTok, the amount of seconds, minutes, hours, days of wondering when are they gonna do this? Are they gonna convict him? Is he gonna come in? Or is he gonna be the indictment? Yes, there was an indictment. And today they announced what what the charges were: 34 felony counts. I have not sat down and watched it because this morning I was driven off of it because literally they've said it before, they've said it again. I'm certainly not one who has said it as much as others. Uh, just sucks the air out of the room. He sucks the air out of the room. I turned the TV on, and they literally, for a half an hour, uh, are discussing conjecture. Which route will they take to get down there? They could get this way. And this is New York. This is New York. They're discussing it on the New York station. Are you fucking serious? Devoting that kind of time? Who gives a shit what route he took down? Okay? Unless you're driving an ambulance, that's who should be given the information. And anybody else, just stay out of downtown. It's not difficult. Look at a fucking map. God damn, it was appalling to put that kind of energy and what will happen and every step of the way and what's happening down here and will there be cameras in there and yada, 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 fuck. Okay? I grant you it is historical, but we make it hysterical. And you can quote me on that. It's ridiculous. You know, it's just fucking ridiculous. The amount of and he'll have to sit here, and we are only going to have, there's the one photo, and we'll see that tomorrow. And then the discussion, oh, you know, boy, look at him, he's there, you know, this is the one way he doesn't want to be seen as a criminal, or not a, you know, or someone on trial. Oh, God. Oh, my God. And now he'll be blowing hard for a while, and the other side will be blowing hard for a while. And meanwhile, just let him, you know, let the due process go. And the nonsense about this judge, a judge who is literally well respected by both the prosecutors and defense and those who the defense attorneys, literally respected by both sides. And you're going to yell about him? Fuck you. Stop it already. And we will now move on. We have to stop this seconds ticking and ticking and ticking, and all we fill those seconds up with what will happen, and what happens if, and will there be a giant riot down there? And yesterday, actually, during the initial time that I was talking about this, I said nothing was going to happen, and nothing fucking did happen. Marjorie Taylor Greene showed up and quack, quack, honk, honk. And the other side was there, and they were both sides are yelling at each other, and both sides at different sides of the park, and not enough people for it to fucking matter. And there's no reason to go there. None at all. Take him in, get that going, and then he flies back. He flew back to Mar-a-Lago, and they followed him out. It was like they can't get enough of showing us cars racing to airports or wherever the fuck. Ever since OJ, it's like, ooh, this will be interesting. Let's watch a car. Wow. Meanwhile, TikTok is TikToking, and they are certainly TikToking away. TikTok is, I've now heard enough information about TikTok that I don't really have any idea. I don't know if it's safe for us to use it. I don't know if it's not safe. I do know that everybody's tracking us. And if everybody's tracking us, we should get paid for the information that they're taking from us. Okay? You know, they can't seem to get enough information about us. And so why don't they give us a form? We'll fill it out and just send us 10% of what the fuck you're making off of our fucking tired asses. Huh? Shouldn't that be what it's about? I think it is. I think that's exactly what it should be about. Ludicrous that this is what's going on at this point. And there are people who, well-respected folks in the tech field, professors who are really not left wing or right wing. They're just technical folks who say that there is nothing to be afraid of. And then, of course, there are people who say that there's everything to be afraid of. And what will what will the communist Chinese do with the data they borrow and take from us? And meanwhile, on Facebook, we already went through where they, kind of fucked with an election by a bunch of bots and the rest of that shit. And I don't even have time to go into it. And so we've already been through it. So, it just really is a question of which party thinks that the communist Chinese are going to help them. Oh, boy. It's, but I was at a very exciting weekend because a tornado was no more than 30 miles away from where I was performing this weekend. Ocean City, Maryland. Went down there for the first time in 100 years. A really splendid venue, except you could hear the wind, which isn't really good when you're in the midst of a tornado warning. And there's nothing worse than being in a tornado warning, as I was, and I'm getting ready to go to the show, and you're looking on the TV, and they're telling you what counties it's going to hit. You don't know what fucking county you're in. I mean, I lived in Maryland, but I don't know what county Ocean City is in. And God damn it, that was freaky. And especially over the weekend in, I don't know if you heard, in Illinois, just outside of Chicago, really, a tornado came blasting through and ripped the goddamn roof off of a building while these folks are watching a show, which is, I told the audience that I admired their courage for coming out to see it, or maybe they wanted to see what would happen if a roof was ripped off of a major venue. But they were a great crowd, and the sound of the wind is always nice. Nothing better than to end a joke and you don't get the laugh, and you're couldn't be happier. And then went on to Baltimore, which was my folks lived in Owings Mills, just outside of there, and it was quite nice to be back there, be back in what is really my ancestral home. The state of Maryland, but not so much Ocean City, not so much. I didn't go there as a child, but Baltimore and Washington, D.C. and Silver Spring were really pivotal when I was growing up, and spent a lot of time in Baltimore since then. And it's a town that continues to try to find itself, and hopefully will during this go around. But the theater has been renovated. The Hippodrome is spectacular. At this point, it's where Chris Rock did his special, and I did my show, and it was the real delight there was getting to see my mother's and father's caregivers, who did an extraordinary job. That's how my parents were able to live as long as they were, 24/7 care, under folks who were giving as much time, energy, and love to them as they would to their families. And not enough can be said about those who truly are really those who are the caregivers in this country. It's an amazing. It's amazing what they do. It's amazing who they are, and how much love and how much care that they can give to folks who really are not family. This used to be, 100 years back, that was the family that did it. And now, as we kind of make our ways around the country, it allowed me to leave and wander about and do my act, knowing that my parents were being taken care of in this fashion. And I was thrilled to be able to honor them this past Sunday. It meant a lot to me, and I hope it meant a lot to them. It's hard to really express that kind of love that you feel for those who've taken care of your parents. You don't know how to honor them, and I gave it a shot. I was able to talk about them a bit and brought the lights up, and then the audience responded in a fashion that really stunned me, and they gave him a standing ovation for over 20 minutes. No, no. I'm sorry. They gave him a standing ovation for a minute, which is pretty remarkable. And I hope it was a gift that that they will cherish. I know that I will, and I certainly will cherish. I couldn't have asked more from my audience, and can't believe how much they gave of themselves. It was quite a night. And my parents would have been, I think, very happy, and I'm glad that they took the kid. My mother didn't even get COVID. I mean, that's all you need to know. Didn't get COVID. These people really, that's how much care they took. And some of them came down with COVID while it happened, and still they made sure that they did everything they could in their power to avoid it, and vaccinated, which was very important. And so, really, I'm going to read you a few things, and then we'll get out of here. And it's really extraordinary that in Australia, they've unveiled a virtual reality installation that gives users a simulated experience of dying of cardiac arrest and floating out of their bodies. If the simulation gets too intense, staff are on hand to pull you out. Not on your fucking life. Who the fuck wants to simulate a fucking heart attack and an out-of-body experience? Okay? I've had one real out-of-body experience, which occurred while I was meditating, not medicating, meditating. Seriously, I meditated for a while until this moment in time, under a sheet, and all of a sudden, 10 minutes into it, I saw what was, I was breathing what seemed to be completely pure oxygen, and I was staring at a blue, and then I saw a cloud, and I thought, I'm fucking in the sky. And that was that. It freaked me the fuck out. And so I am not going to go out, but that was at least in a relaxed state. At least there was, but not, there's no reason to go simulate a goddamn fucking, a goddamn heart attack to have an out, just simulate the out of body experience, you idiots. Wow. Oh, you Australians, sometimes you crazy. I think crazy being an island out there by yourself. Get up to no good. That's right. And then this, I think, is spectacular. And I think we all can understand this, that there was a prompt recapturing of two Virginia inmates who, after laboriously tunneling out of prison, using a toothbrush, went for pancakes in an IHOP 7 miles away, where fellow diners recognized them from news reports. They got out of prison, literally tunneled out with a toothbrush to get to an IHOP. And who can blame them? Who can fucking blame them? With a rainbow of goddamn syrups. All they wanted was a pancake, or maybe a side of pancakes with their omelet, which is something I've always enjoyed. And then any one of the 6 syrups, boysenberry, blueberry, huckleberry, elderberry, strawberry, Weissensschmatz, can you imagine? Imagine that you come out of prison, all you got to do is run. And they had to stop. They had to stop for a pancake. They took them back to jail. I hope that, but I think that maybe that moment that moment there while eating those pancakes will be a memory that'll serve them in good stead, as I guess they add another 3 years to their term. But somebody ought to study how the fuck they got out with a toothbrush, because maybe they want to give them a mechanical engineering degree, not disease. What the fuck? That's enough. We've talked too much already when you say a mechanical engineering degree. My father was a mechanical engineer. He'd be really appalled that I just said that. And so I leave you now with a really a great recording of the Rants from 2017, November, done in Norfolk, Virginia. And I hope you enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed reading them. And let me thank you again for joining me here today. And let me thank all the folks who've been coming to the shows. They've come out to Skokie and Nashville, Indiana, and Ocean City, Baltimore, and Virginia Beach. It's really great to be on the road again. And you folks, thank you for coming back out and spending time with me, because I love spending time with you as I have today. So, take care of each other. Look, there is a lot of stuff that I hate in this world. It's why you listen to this podcast, right? Maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but I know one thing that everybody hates, and that's bad sleep. I mean, I sure hate it. Maybe you're laying in bed just trying to get to sleep in the first place, or maybe you're a hot sleeper, so you're waking up dripping in sweat. That's why I'm glad to partner with GhostBed. They're a family-owned company, and they've been around for 20 years, so they know what they're doing. They don't just slap together mattresses like some of these other companies. They actually take the time to make a high-quality, made-in-the-USA mattress that's going to help you get the sleep you deserve, and it's going to last. If you're a hot sleeper, you'll want to check out the GhostBed Luxe, which is dubbed the coolest mattress in the world. Try out your mattress for 101 nights with their sleep trial. Shipping is free, and most orders ship within 24 hours of checking out. Listeners can get 40% off all products site-wide. You can get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories. Or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code Lewis, that's LEWIS, at ghostbed.com/Lewis for 40% off site-wide. Limited time only. You think we can do this forever? Today's episode is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. How do you feel when you find a deal? Do you feel smart? Lucky? Excited? What about when you're surprised by a deal? Does it feel like you're getting a treat for free? Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Here's how it works. Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites, and when you check out, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. You just wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop, which I did recently when looking for neti pot salt. That's right, the site said it had a 15% coupon. Honey appeared with a coupon for 20% off. Can't beat that. Hey, and did you know that Honey doesn't just work on desktops? It works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/Lewis. That's joinhoney.com/Lewis. Do your financial goals feel out of reach? They don't have to be. With Chime's secured credit builder Visa credit card, you can start building credit with your own money through on-time payments and small, everyday purchases like groceries, streaming, and gas. Members see an increase of 30 points to their credit scores on average. Chime reports your payments to the major credit bureaus to help you build credit over time, all with no annual fees, large security deposits, or credit checks to apply. Start making your financial dream a reality with Chime. Signing up only takes 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/Lewis. That's chime.com/Lewis. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A. pursuant to a license from Visa USA. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply for the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card. Based on a study conducted by Experian, Credit Builder members observed an average 30-point FICO score increase after 8 months, with regular on-time payments. Results may vary. See chime.com for details. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply, except at MoneyPass ATMs in a 7-Eleven or any Allpoint or Visa Plus Alliance ATM. We are coming to you live from the Chrysler Hall, and I will read to you to explain where we are. I think this sums it up. This is from Andrea. Andrea, not on your life. sent this in. And I believe she's here this evening. Are you? No. See, that's sad. There are three of you here. When I said I've been talking about mental health problems, and obviously this city has certainly a big one. If the person is sitting in 3 different seats, it's spectacular. It is November 16th. You know what city you're in? The Marceau impersonators from the Weather Channel never know when they come here. They are too busy showing us how windy it is while the hurricanes muss their hair. The Fox football crew was here last week and they didn't know. You are not in the great state of Nebraska, which proudly claims Norfolk as its own. You are in goddamn fuck Virginia. No mental health problem here. That's just a sign of intelligence. Please, Lewis, only you will have the balls to let the world, or at least the 13 people currently listening to this show to improve their English, know once and for all that you are standing in the great city of Norfolk. These wimp-ass newscasters with their too bright smiles and forced cheer managed to say anything other than fuck. I get it. Some wound-up conservative might whine and complain, so the rest of us have to have our ears tortured. Thank you, Lewis, from a proud Norfolkian here tonight. So we are in Norfolk, Virginia. It's interesting to note that I have been coming here for years, and I think one of the first times that I'd really kind of had broken through, where Comedy Central was sending me out as kind of a ambassador for the channel, you know, much to their fucking chagrin, I think. But I ended up coming down here, and I'm born and raised around Silver Spring, Maryland, Washington, and stuff. And please, get a grip. What I knew from that and from being down here enough during the course of my life is that there's Norfolk and ports fuck, and suck fuck, and tiny fuck, and Newport News, and then Virginia Beach, and the excitement is palpable in this room. And for some reason that I will never understand, they decided at that point when I was coming down here that they were going to call all of it Hampton Roads, which seemed to be a concept that some fucker in the Virginia government said, I know what we'll do. Nobody's coming to this shithole we live in. We're going to give it a name that'll make it sound like it's really great. It'll be Hampton Roads, and people will flock. Well, there's no, what are you, shitting me? So I came down, and it was the same shithole. But this time, and John was on stage tonight, he talked about it. This is the first time I wandered around here. There's a lot of stuff going on, fuckers. First off, you finally discovered that you have that you're on water. For years, this fucking seemed to have escaped you. You have the Navy here, and yet you go, oh, let's not do anything down by the water. No, fuck it, it'll be shitty down there, and we'll go fuck, look at that, it's shitty down there. Now you get this whole goddamn fucking walkway that goes all the way to fuck around, it goes everywhere. And then you got a goddamn fucking paddle wheel ferry for reasons that escape me. It's so idyllic, splashing water up so you can go from Norfolk to Portsfuck. It's phenomenal. You got a food fuck mart. You got fucking identity, and they're fucking building shit everywhere. You got a Marriott. Who's coming to the Marriott? Huh? Who the fuck is, do you think that there's no money coming in here? I don't know what the fuck's going on, but you fuckers are up to something. And I know people go, well, you know, there's some bad areas around here. Well, there are bad fucking areas everywhere. But whatever you got, you fucking put shit up. And by putting a lot of shit up, then less shit will occur around the bigger shit. That's the way shit works. Of course, I could come back in 2 years and it's just like, then there's just bicycles rusting on in the middle of the street. You got bike lanes now, you fuckers, don't you? Yeah, how hip are you? I didn't see anybody on a bike today, but goddamn it, you got those lanes. Yeah, but yeah, bike lanes. This is from Karen, and I got a bunch of these. So, bike lanes, especially here in Norfolk, are causing way more. I love saying. I'm going to just make it. I'm going to start telling people I am from Norfolk, just so I can say that. Bike lanes, especially here in Norfolk, are causing way more traffic than helping the situation. I feel that holds true for every city. It's fucked up in New York, but there are more and more people. Those bike lanes are not being built for us. I don't know how old you are, Karen, but they're basically being built for kids who are growing up now, who are going to ride bikes and aren't going to be. And then by the time they're riding their fucking bikes, then people will be in those cars that just drive them fucking selves. So that's the way it works. That's what appears to be what's going on. And if Norfolk wants to be a part of what's happening, that's the price you're going to fucking pay. You know? And do you have places where you can get bikes if you come to your city? Yeah. Of course you do. Of course you fucking do. It's a moneymaker who you'll be making it hand over fist. People are going, fuck, I can't wait to ride around Norfolk. It's going to be great. In those bike lanes, and I can't wait to see Karen and just go, fuck you, Karen. It's so stupid. I wish they would print out what's interesting in New York City. They started building these bike lanes, but and putting up these bikes that you could rent for 2 or 3 hours, and they're all over the place. But it's like you have to walk across the bike lane. Well, for 1 billion years. You never had to worry about the bike lane, so you never thought about walking into the bike lane. The light changed, and you just fucking walk. Now you got to go fuck. And they're not telling us how many people are actually getting hit by fucking bikes. That's the information you need, Karen, to make your case. Rant about slacktivists, people that only tackle activism issues behind a computer. Well, that's part of the tough-ski shit-ski of living now. That's it. Why would you want to fucking do anything? When you can just go, yeah, boy, I don't think you should club those seals, fuck you. And you press one button, what the fuck? What are you going to do? Who's going to go? Who's got the energy to get to Antarctica, huh? What, are you going to get in a boat and go up there? Nope, I don't want you touching those seals, you bastard fucks. Whaling? I'm not going Greenpeace. Of course I want peace, and I want it to be green. What are you going to do? So you got to you press the thing, and it fucking does it. And then everybody goes, woo-hoo, woo. It's a lot of shit that's going on. It's all virtual now. We don't have to march anymore. It's exhausting. I marched a lot. I marched a fucking ton. And did anything happen? Nothing! Not a goddamn thing. So fuck it. If I go, okay, I'm there. Fuck you. Yes, I'm marcher 1246. I wish they had a virtual gym. That would be great. That's what I'm waiting for. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of friends who exercise, and when they do, and they call me and go, I just finished exercising. And I said, that's good, because you exercised for me. And that's what they do. That's the way I look at it. And if I look at it that way, according to Oprah and her whole idea of like, if you think it, it's happened. Whoa, hello. People say you look like you've been working out, Louis. I go, no, I got 10 friends who do it for me. This is a sad one. This is from Michael, who's here tonight. Dear universe, what the fuck have we done to offend you that we deserve Donald Trump? This is so perfect from the attitude I've heard here tonight. Sincerely, a concerned speck of dust. Yep, living in Norfolk. Wow. People who think, says Karen, this is another one from Karen. I think it's the same Karen. She's on a run tonight, huh? You're a bitter little lady. People who think that eating a gluten-free diet will help them lose weight are fucking morons. I want the gluten-free pasta and the gluten-free sauce with a gluten-free salad dressing. Oh, and don't forget my bread. I can have a little bit of that. This is a great one. How does killing elephants help protect the species? That one got you, huh? That got you right in the heart, didn't it? How does it? That's the thing they did today is that, part of our, save the earth policy, the people, you can now, if you kill an elephant, you can send it back here during a certain time. And what they said is that this is going to help in terms of, helping, basically save the elephants. And it is so, that's satire. That's the definition of satire. I'm not going to sit here and explain it, and I'm not going to explain it to those of you who live around the world. All I can tell you is when you say that going to kill elephants is going to help save elephants, doesn't get funnier than that. Who wants to kill an elephant? It's also, what a fucking thing, seriously. The fuck? I can understand hunting like a fucking, a lion that comes out can eat you. I can see that. I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I certainly am not going to stand out there with a fucking rifle with a lion and what fucking lunatic? Well, yeah, I'll get that lion. No, why? Why the lion? Just let the lion fucking go and eat something, you fucking moron. Or it should be eating you. I don't. I understand hunting in the sense of conservation of culling the herd. There has to be a certain kind of thing that's done, especially there's a gazillion deer in upstate New York and all the way up the East Coast. It's just deer, fuck deer, and they're out there all the time, and you just see them and you go, Lyme disease, run, fuckers. So there has to be a certain amount. They basically kind of said, well, you can only do this amount of shooting during deer season, and then a gazillion more deer came onto the scene, and so there has to be some sort of thing done like that. But going over to an elephant is they look so sad, and they look like they need glasses and shit, and they're so big and lumbering. I mean, it's not like, what kind of sport do you get the things moving like? I can see a cheetah maybe. Those fucking things. Those move like bats out of hell. Woo! If you can shoot a cheetah, then you've got fucking, you deserve some sort of a little badge or some shit. I can see shooting a hyena. I don't really like them. They irritate the fuck out of me. That's like that stupid son of a bitch who's in your high school at the back of the class who's just, is going to end up no good, and he's just an asshole. Just, shut the fuck up. Goddamn hyena. So, Norfolk has shitty roads, and it floods all the time. Well, you live near the water, fucknut. But don't you worry with this new, with the new things that we're doing about, the fact that we're ignoring the climate change and the scientists. It's really, you don't have to worry about it flooding all the time. It'll just be, you'll be moving inland. Or you'll all be living on boats. You'll all be on the Wisconsin. I'll end with this. This is from Jason. Driving in Norfolk, I look at Norfolk and you say Norfolk, but it's Norfolk. It's just amazing. Driving in Norfolk, you'd think a place with the biggest naval installation, port, and shipyard in the whole goddamn world would have a road system that could fucking support it. Nope. There's about 1,000 people in the room, about 150 applauded. That means the other 850 liked the two-road concept. A lot of what's going on here in this town has to do with a complete disagreement amongst the population about what works and what doesn't work. And they weren't really thrilled that my mother turned 99. So 2 roads to get anywhere, and God forbid you move here from somewhere else. I-64 east and west go north and fucking south. The left lane is for passing. Yeah, everywhere else but here. You have somewhere to go? Go fuck yourself. I'm doing 55 and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Oh, look, a rain cloud. Guess I'll smash into the median. I'll take gridlock in New York City every day of the week. I live 12 miles from work and it'll be 45 minutes. Might as well sleep in. I'll get there later, but at least it will only take 20 minutes. Thank you, Jason. Before I go, I'd be neglectful to say that this is really the largest naval fucking installation in the goddamn world, and I think it's what our military does for us is vital and important, and what they do. I know we really want to worry about our corporations because they're suffering. I know that we really want to worry about the wealthy because it's really a tough life for them, and a lot of them aren't able to pass on all their money to their children, and it just drives them, it gives them ulcers, and many of them get skin rashes because of it. But I think that the folks that really we need to be concerned with now, and the time is up, okay? Because it's ludicrous. But our military need to be the ones who have been active, the ones who are active now. They need to be given everything that we possibly can to make their life really as complete and as whole as we can do for them, and that's it. John and I did a USO tour together. I think it was for us it was pivotal in our understanding of the military and what they do for us and the level of sacrifice that they live at. We had no clue because literally, unless you are in the community or unless someone in your family is in the military, you really don't know. And so for us, it was a big change. It turns out that Al Franken today was fun. He was doing a USO tour where apparently he sexually harassed one of the women. And I will say that John and I on those USO tours did not do that. John did try to get into a bunk with Kid Rock, but that was a drinking incident, and besides, Kid was asking for it, and but we really, what was very funny was we were sitting talking on the bus about this, and John had said, this took place during a rehearsal when he harassed her. And then John thought for a minute and he said, "God damn it." He said, "We never got to rehearse." If only we'd had the opportunity. No, it was our pleasure, and I would certainly come back and we would entertain the troops anywhere in the world, but I'm not going back to the Mideast. I'm not. But thanks again, guys. Take care of yourselves. God love you. Good night. Thanks to all of you for listening to my Rantcast. If you have a rant you want to get off your chest, send it in to me at lewisblack.com/live. You can think of it as therapy, or whatever you want to think of it as. Just let it rip. And I want to thank the true stars of our show, the ranters, and the splendid rants they gave us. Lewis Black's Rantcast was created and hosted by me, Lewis Black. Our live rant audio was produced by James Salter. Our theme song by Chris Lane. Executive producer, Ben Brewer. Executive producers, Matt Kleinschmidt and Robert Kelly for the Laugh Button Podcast.